Biscuit, biscuit.
Why the word biscuit?
Oh, gosh, I wish I knew. Biscuit. Happy birthday!
They want to be heard.
Sorry, guys.
It's like a sneeze. Once you let it out, it just erupts. Mind your please.
Tourette's.
Biscuit, biscuit, biscuit. Don't say biscuit, 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 biscuit.
How does it feel physically?
Tiring.
Now they're helping kids.
My mission is to change the world. Biscuit one tick at a time.
And music is helping them. The fascinating and, yes, confronting world of Tourette's. It can be as mild as an involuntary cough, a facial tic, even the way you sneeze. But at its most severe, it causes sudden and surprising movements and sounds, including foul language. It's embarrassing and completely uncontrollable, which is why the three brave people you're about to meet want to be heard. They want you to know what it's like. And a warning, they don't mean to offend, but some of their language may offend some viewers. Here's Rahni Sadler.
So tell me what your Tourette's symptoms are now. What do you feel? What happens to you?
I often describe for everyone else who doesn't know Tourette's as it's like a sneeze that wants to come out and is going to come out, and you might as well just let it out. I also just describe it as, like, say, having a fizzy can and you're shaking it. And wankers, wanking. You have a fizzy can and you're shaking it, and it's just better to just let it go. Oh, faggots. Buggeries. Once you let it out, it just erupts. And I think that's where I am with my Tourette's. To the Batmobile. Kick him in the nuts. Push him.
We first met Ruth Ojadi in East London.
It's a motherfucking dingo. All right, last one out's a wanker.
On the Underground, taking the train into town.
This is a Piccadilly line service to Heathrow terminals 1, 2, 3.
For her fellow passengers, what she says is confronting.
Can we kill him yet? When can we kill him?
For her, it's uncontrollable.
Cellulite.
Winkers! Oh, wait.
Further north in a Liverpool pub, Luke Montague is about to order a pint. It might take a while.
Bollocks! Bollocks! Winkers!
How does it feel physically?
Tiring.
Biscuits.
Back in London, Jess Tom is being made up for a performance that will
Biscuit. How? Biscuit.
take the biscuit.
How? Biscuit. 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 Biscuit.
The word biscuit. Why the word biscuit?
Oh, gosh, I wish I knew. Biscuit, why certain words, biscuit, become tics. How is a complete mystery to me. Biscuit. And as well as being sometimes like a worry, like you worry what you're going to, what the next tic will be, biscuit is also can be quite a delight. How? Biscuit. Sand. Help. I'm stuck down a well.
How do you go dating?
Winkers! I did speed dating once. That was interesting. It's the only time I could offend women in bulk, to be honest.
Luke, Jess and Ruth have Tourette's,
Oh, he's cheating on you. Oh, he's cheating on you.
as do 1% of the population, 220,000 Australians. 10% of them have the form that compels them to swear, but for most it's as mild as a facial tic or even throat clearing. It's largely hereditary and begins in early childhood.
It's action. Alligator snap. Help! I'm stuck down a well. And relax.
Jess was a small child when her Tourette's developed.
When I was about 6. Biscuit, that's the sort of first age that I can, biscuit, feel like I can date it. Biscuit, and I made a sort of squeaky noise with my mouth. And I remember knowing that I couldn't just stop.
At first, her behaviour, her tics, seemed little to worry about.
Man, biscuit, they were much less noticeable. How? not when I was younger than they are now, or less noticeable to other people. Biscuit, the sensation hasn't actually changed. Biscuit, that much from me. Biscuit, my muscles will contract and move into uncomfortable positions. Biscuit, and that can be painful. Biscuit, the sensation is, Biscuit, really overwhelming. Biscuit, it's like a constant surge of, Biscuit, of sort of discomfort, and like it's impossible, Biscuit, to be still. Sometimes it feels like there's sort of itching powder in your blood, and no, Biscuit, there's no part of your, there's no way of being still or comfortable. Biscuit, San.
How are you feeling right now in your body, like at this moment?
San.
Does that hurt? Is it annoying?
No. Biscuit, it's not annoying. Biscuit, it's Biscuit, and you know, I can't. It's difficult to describe something that's always been Biscuit, part of my part of my life. Biscuit.
What does it feel like when your body is doing these things? Do you feel like you have any control over it, or are your arms just doing exactly what they want with...
What they want. My arms are doing exactly what they want, and for me, it's best to do that. I feel sometimes like I often describe my Tourette's maybe as like a 2-year-old trying to escape, and like all small children, it's best just to let them get it out of their system.
Ruth is a 26-year-old singer.
Gone in a mother bomb.
She has little control over what she says.
Whoa, wankers.
It's involuntary.
All hail Lucifer.
But what she says can
Lucifer. Wankers.
and does offend people around her.
Cellulite.
For reasons that mystify her, her condition is intensified when she's out in public.
Penis.
She accepts it now, but for many years struggled to understand and to cope. Ruth now limits her day-to-day activities for fear of embarrassing herself and others.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Lucifer. Hello, Lucifer.
Let's take Lucifer shopping.
Indeed.
When was the last time you came clothes shopping?
In an actual shop. Maybe 2-3 years ago.
Do you ever sit there and wonder why on earth this had to happen to you?
When I first got diagnosed, every day, every minute, I used to think, why me? I'm quiet, I do my work. No one else seems to have it in the family. Why has it chosen me? Hangers.
Tell me about some of the more negative experiences you've had.
I remember going to a restaurant, actually, when I'd just been diagnosed, and I didn't want to go out, but my sister persuaded me to go out, and pirates. Oh, my God, it's a pirate. And, you know, I just wanted to get back into the car and go home. And she was taking ages. And I said, oh, God, what's going on? She's heading out. And apparently one of the guys had asked, you know, what's up with her? And she'd stopped to explain that I had Tourette's syndrome. And the guy said, oh, it's such a shame. Oh. And I just thought, I really don't want that to follow me, for someone to sort of, like, just say... oh, that's such a shame, or yeah, oh, she would have been okay, or she would have been fine if she didn't have that. I think that for me is worse than someone just making a nasty comment, because when someone pities you, it's almost compassion, but in the wrong way, and that's often harder to talk around or to make someone understand that no, actually I'm okay and I'm actually living my life to the fullest, and it's just humanity, but in a different way.
Taking a stroll. Luke will be with us in a tick. He wouldn't mind that line. He's turned his condition into his livelihood. Luke's a comedian. We met him warming up.
Hello, my name's Luke. It's great to be here performing at the Hilton Hotel for one person in front of a mirror. Winkers! Wow! You know, as you can tell, I've got Tourette's, and there are certain things you can't do with Tourette's, which is bingo calling.
Yes, my name's Luke. I suffer from Tourette's.
Later that night...
Wow! Shaggy.
I've never watched Scooby-Doo. That's the f***ing weirdest thing.
Exposing the lighter side of his Tourette's for an audience is one thing, but being the centre of attention in daily life is another. The next day, we visited Liverpool's museum and aquarium.
Off. Off.
Wow, look at the fishies, look.
I find it physically tiring because you're trying to, like, hold it in because you don't want to release the tick, but you've got to release it eventually. and you just feel physically drained, like you've just run a marathon. You're tensing everything up, and then when you've released it, it's that relief, and you just feel physically drained.
Does that hurt? Do you ever hurt yourself?
No.
Rahni, it's got the runs.
So what else do you suffer from? You do have coprolalia, so you do have the swearing part, but you have so many other...
Yeah, I have echopraxia, so that's the mimicking of people's gestures. I have echolalia, repeating back people's sounds, so I've become Australian. Oh, this is ace. This is Bonza. Really is Bonza.
You have today.
Dingo. Dingo. Great big dingo. I've had a lot of wear and tear on my joints as well. For the minute, I've escaped like knee surgery, but I really think I'm going to have it on my shoulder. I've had Botox injections on my shoulder as well to help reduce some of the movement. That's not really worked.
I have much less control than I used to, biscuit, and frequently...
Jess, who's a childcare worker, has also suffered physically. She's sometimes forced into a wheelchair, so violent are her tics. Her Tourette's can make her a danger to herself.
It's funny, people respond differently, I think. Biscuit, when I'm using the wheelchair. I wear gloves, biscuit, that protect my knuckles from when I bang my chest all the time, and padded gloves that protect my chest, biscuit. Actually, my chest, biscuit, people often worry about my chest, biscuit. It stopped bruising years ago, biscuit, it doesn't bother anymore. But what does happen is that my knuckles, if I don't wear the gloves, biscuit, my knuckles sort of erode and crack, and that can be very painful, biscuit, from the repetitive rubbing of the sand, biscuit, how? Things like plastic cutlery and plates, biscuit, and the biscuit lid cups with lids. All of those things just take, biscuit, a lot of the unpredictability and challenge out of situations, biscuit, and keep me drier.
It's easy to laugh, but for Jess, things can get very serious. Her tics become so intense, they appear like a seizure. Jess asked that we show this.
Do you need any? How? Have you ever felt embarrassed?
No, I felt angry a lot of the time at other people's reactions, and I think that that's something that I feel much. I don't know. I think I feel that more than you do. Is that when people react badly, I get quite grumpy about it because I sort of, you know, she's my sister, and I think that people pointing and laughing in the street is really it's not okay. I've told a few people that.
Have you?
Yeah.
What did you say?
She's quite fierce.
I said, it's, you know, like, it's okay if you want to come up and talk to us, but pointing and laughing is not cool.
Biscuit.
Oh, good eye. When I sang, there was just some sort of release, and I didn't tic doing it. There's so much more to the syndrome than people actually understand.
For Alan Bond, the Wall Street Killers, and the Underworld's Louis Moran.
Life's too short.
His name,
Andrew Fraser.
the true story they tried to stop. Now we can show you. Killing Time starts next Sunday, 8:30.
I can feel a new breeze that will ease our minds. It's a different heartbeat, but it will be worth it after all.
The all-new Santa Fe from Hyundai. Experience unforgettable.
At the Target Bumper Babython, we have everything a mum needs. Like 50% off the HiPod Milan convertible car seat, now just $124. For a limited time in-store and at target.com.au.
Introducing McCain's new Angus Beef Ultra Thin Pizza with traditional Italian tomato sauce, mozzarella and cheddar cheese, red onion, capsicum and barbecue sauce. Oh, McCain, you've done it again.
The savings don't get any bigger than the Stratco Bigger Than Big sale. For garages that stand the test of time, Stratco's big range of home sheds are of the highest quality. And every Stratco home shed, including the new large span range, comes with a bonus roller door opener. And they're all available with no deposit and 4 years interest free. Stratco, saving you big.
When's the last time you checked your home loan and how much it's really costing you? As one of SA's first and largest home loan brokers, we check your loan against all the major home loans in one night. Right now is the time to save you money. And right now is the time to consolidate your debts. Right now is the time to find a better deal. And with no charge for our service, why not call us now?
Scarf Rundle Plaza is having a one-day sale this Monday at 11 a.m. Save an incredible 50% off all homewares in Manchester. Strictly for one day only. Discounts off regular prices. No further discounts apply to catalogue and already reduced lines. Excludes electrical, HS Essentials range and Maxwell & Williams.
When you're in training, what you eat matters. Subway low-fat subs, skip the grease.
And don't hold back on nutrition.
Choose your favourite and make it your way.
With Subway Restaurants, the official training restaurant of athletes everywhere. Train hard, eat fresh.
Glad that one's over.
Yeah, no watching, mate.
Hey, Siggy, you coming?
Yeah, nah. Nah, you go ahead. I'm giving up.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Every time you say no to a cigarette, celebrate a little win. Nicobate Minis relieve cravings in minutes, so you can quit one cigarette at a time at your own pace. Nicobate helps you go from one little win to another until you reach your goal. Doing great with Nicobate.
Pink performs live. Plus, the greatest top 10 hits of all time. Australia's hottest new acts make them their own.
Tonight I'm gonna
Who will blow us away? Monday, 7:30 and Tuesday on 7's X Factor.
This program brought to you by the stunning i40 range from Hyundai. Now available in a sedan. i40. Make an impression.
And Claptrap. Claptrap and action.
Hi, my name's Ruth and you're watching Sunday Night.
This is take 2.
Biscuit, 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 biscuit.
Dingoes.
Tourette's syndrome isn't one thing, it's a bunch of things, maybe 50 things with 50 different causes, all sort of leading to this roughly the same sort of place.
Tourette's is little understood. It's not even known what triggers it. But neuropsychiatrists like Hugh Rickards believe the secret may lie in the centre of the brain.
Biscuit.
We're pretty sure that a bit of the brain called the basal ganglia is the bit that's different. And one of the things that the basal ganglia does is that it filters drives and ideas and thoughts. And really what's happening in Tourette is that you've got a breakdown of that filtering process. So you're getting, if you like, non-salient thoughts or very mildly salient thoughts coming right to the front of your attention saying, do me now, say me now. And that's what's really happening, I think, in the brain of people with Tourette's.
Did you used to try and suppress it?
Oh, I did a pretty good job of suppressing. However, in the evenings when I used to go home, I was just exhausted, shattered, ratty for it, and it just came out even more than what it would have. Speedo and a speedo. It's a constant thing that you sometimes have to, you know, put your warrior suit on to be able to do anything with.
It wears you down.
Yeah, emotionally, it has been very crippling. I think that's the biggest part of my syndrome that I deal with. It's the anxiety and the depression, to be quite honest.
Yeah. What's the worst part? What causes the anxiety and depression to exacerbate?
Just knowing sometimes that this is it. This is the syndrome. It's not going to get cured. Oh, good eye. Time for home and away. Okay, wicked. Shall we roll with this?
Yeah,
I think I want to talk.
Perhaps most remarkable about Ruth's condition is that when she sings...
Shut up.
It leaves her alone.
Her.
Music is her escape.
To kill a mockingbird is to silence the sound that seduces you. I'd always grown up with music. I played piano from when I was about like 5 or 6. at my mum's and realising that when I sang, there was just some sort of release and I didn't tick doing it.
Fire in your soul to know you're still.
Just to be able to get like mundane tasks done, like cleaning the bath out, I realised that if I sang, I would just stop and I could get the whole bath cleaned in like 5 minutes instead of 20 minutes and without knocking everything over. So I was just like, right, I'll do this.
And I can.
On a mission to demystify Tourette's, to celebrate its humour and creativity, Jess has set up a website which gets thousands of hits every day. And when she's not doing that, she, Ruth and Luke help raise awareness in the wider community and offer support to fellow sufferers like 11-year-old Pierce.
What I noticed with Tourette's syndrome is that any other condition, any other disability, people feel empathy towards that person. Whereas when you have Tourette's syndrome, it's a joke, it's a laugh. You can take it. There's something to be said for being able to walk around and F and Jeff, as it were.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. Happy birthday, thank you. How are you doing? Biscuit, it's not my birthday.
You're going to enjoy that, since you know it's a f***ing book. No. But there's so much more to the syndrome than people actually understand, you know.
If they found a cure for Tourette's, would you want to be cured?
No, I wouldn't want to be cured because it's, you know, it's a part of me, it's who I am. You know, I don't see why I should change just because other people have a problem with it. And it would feel like something was missing.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't want it to go away, you wouldn't want it to be less of a hassle?
You slag. No, you know, I'm enjoying being myself.
I created a Biscuit, a superhero character called Tourette's Hero Biscuit. I'm Tourette's Hero Biscuit. I am the world's first Biscuit, fully fledged Tourette's Hero Biscuit superhero Biscuit.
And what are Tourette's Hero's superpowers?
Being able to randomly collide words together and make people laugh. There's been a crisis. Imagination levels have plummeted, Biscuit, and we need your help, Biscuit. I'm not looking for anybody to feel sorry for me, Biscuit, or want to try and fix me, Biscuit. I want some people to understand, to think about it, Biscuit, to celebrate the interesting bits about Tourette's, and Biscuit, if they know somebody with Tourette's or meet me, Biscuit, to offer support and friendship and empathy, Biscuit. So can anybody think of a really good character?
A dingo. Stole my baby.
Biscuit, and my mission is to change the world, Biscuit, one tick at a time.
Can't you see how my heart yearns to me?